Well, first of all, it's great to meet the Star family. It's beautiful. Like, how good.
Thank you.
What can you tell me a little bit about the Tidal Zone? It's been hush-hush, and we don't want to spoil it, but in your own words, how is this one different to previous specials?
Well, this is a completely unique concept that Vincent Waller and Mark Ciccarelli came up with, and they they excitedly described it, and then we immediately lost interest and just went, okay, we need to make this thing we're recording work. And so the big picture kind of slipped away from our puny brains, and we were just concentrating on trying to make the stuff work. The bringing together of it was it's just magic, and the way they made it work. And I had no clue what was going on until I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's like the Manhattan Project. We all had our one little thing, and they're like, oh, they did a lot of other stuff too. Oh, wow, look at this thing.
Is that a common thing with SpongeBob scripts? Is it your own lines, or have you got context of what the story might be?
We get the whole script, but the way this one was done, it was broken down. Like, we worked on the Patrick Show part and the Camp Coral part, and the way, Mark and Vince put it all together and made it all, gel. That's their brain. They're crazy and talented and crazy. But that kind of thing is very hard to describe to someone, and it's like you have to see it to believe it. So all of us did our parts, and then we got to see the finished product, which was really amazing.
Is reading the scripts in general, this might sound weird, but do you read the scripts in the character voices in your mind or out loud?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely inside my brain. And I don't read the script. I look at the storyboard, right? Mm-hmm. So the storyboard, you crack that open, and that's where, and the lines are in there, but you're reading it visually through the images that they very specifically put in there to tell the story. Absolutely. Patrick is in my brain.
I hear my own character, and I hear everyone else's character the way they would do the line, I think.
Right, yeah.
We hear voices in our head is another way.
I don't dream in Patrick yet.
That's good.
That's very good. I was nearly going to ask you that. Do you dream of your characters? But maybe that's not something you should answer.
That's too personal of a question.
What about sponge-free days? Do any of you get sponge-free days? Like Jill probably doesn't, being married to Tom.
This house, let me just say, you have my daughter has her friends over from college, and there's just screams coming from Tom's office and weird sounds, and you just have to do that thing where it's just he's it's working, but it just sounds so bizarre.
Oh yeah, when I would be doing because I've been doing it in the studio for a while, but when I was still doing it at home with the the SCO and stuff. If someone was at my place, I would come downstairs and they go, wow.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Considering it's been 1999 when SpongeBob was first created, it's almost like Generation Sponge. You've gone through so many eras. How has it changed for the three of you? Has it changed for the three of you?
It has changed for me because I'm in it now, and I never was.
Big change for Dave.
Humongous change for me, way more than the change for these guys.
Well, go ahead, Jill.
I was going to say it changed for me because I got to start off with Karen, and I still get to do Karen.
Yes.
But also now getting to do Squidina, that's been really fun for me to do that.
That's
character.
Great.
It was an interesting having Steven Hillenburg, the creator, direct it in those first 3 seasons. And then it moved on and that changed. And then Steve went away for a little bit and then he came back and then he developed that affliction and then we lost him. And so through all of this, there's been an effect just in the tone and in the stories.
Sure. Yeah.
And so, but we always sense that Vinny and Mark are always connected to Steve's vision of the show.
Well, you're big fans of you Down Under, so thank you very much for your time, guys.
Oh, you bet. What are you doing January 13th? I don't know if it's January 13th down there, but it is.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It'll be the 12th here, but it'll be the 13th there.
It's the January the 13th here, and I look forward to spreading the word. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.